Hello, guys, and welcome back. It's Cody here. I've been a bit absent for a while because usually I like to, when I got my ideas, I'm inspired to something, I just turn on the recorder and speak. But right now, I think it's the best time to share this, expose this, because as I see many people struggling nowadays, in this matter of finding a meaningful connection, is getting a bit, a bit increasing, and I think it's the time right now to expose my story, no matter what, because I feel like it's a bit, it's a bit, it's been a while, it's a long time, and I really feel something is not right, with with everything that is in this life, Well, sorry about the light. I'm just walking. I'm living in CBD. I'm walking here in CBD in Sydney. There is the town, there is the Opera House, and there is the Harbour Bridge. As you can see behind the trees over there. Anyway, so why I'm sharing this? My story of struggling to find friendship, relationship, or even a good job in Sydney. Well, if I didn't had to experience it, I wouldn't make this video, but I have to, because I want to be honest with you guys. As I said, I want to be honest with you in this channel from now on and speak like the cold truth, because I've seen some things nowadays and it's really not right, and I want to tell you this, So personally, I live in Sydney. So originally, as I also write in the description, I update my description on my channel. My channel description, I'm from Romania. I'm originally from Romania. Romania is a country in Europe. It's a Latin country. But I live in Australia for 8 years. I come here to have a new life, to have a new perspective, and to have a new chapter in my life. So this video will be a bit long, so I hope you guys stay with me until the end and watch this video. And I come here to have a new life, a new chapter in my life, to just experience new things and enjoy life. I come here to study, to finish my studies in school, and I was very well received by the Australian community. I joined some volunteer works. I participated in some English classes as well, and everything was good. That back in 2016, so I came here in 2016, and everything was great, before COVID. So let's say before COVID, everything was great before COVID. I even got a relationship in 2016 with a Filipina girl here in Sydney, in Australia, sorry, not in Sydney. I was not living in Sydney back then. I was living in a regional area in New South Wales called Port Macquarie. Nice place, beautiful area as well. Let me show you a bit the harbor bridge, yeah, while I'm talking. And yeah, everything was great. I got this relationship with this Filipina girl, was great for, let's say, 2 years. She seems interested in me. She had a crush on me back then, so I just had a good time. Anyway, so let's get straight into this story. So, you know, I first came here in Sydney. That love story I will include in another video. So, I came here in Sydney in 2019, in September of 2019. Exactly a few months before COVID. And I have to tell you guys, even before COVID era, in 2019, first day when I came here, I have to tell you, I always felt from the first second of coming into this city, in my experience, I don't know if anyone is related to this, but I'm just telling you from my experience, I always felt it was a struggle for me to find a connection in this city. And I tell you why I want to develop this thing, why it's a struggle. Well, first time I understand, well, it's a new city, a big city. Personally, I love Sydney. I have to tell you, I love Sydney, being, you know, famous from this iconic thing, Harbour Bridge, Opera House. I love Sydney, but to be honest, I hate it here because of connections, because hard to find a meaningful connection in this city. A meaningful connection, friendships, relationships, you know, even a good job, even a decent job. And it's not easy, you know, for many things. And I have to tell you why. So, I came here in 2019. I had a bit of difficult situation because I had to find some rent to stay, and one night or two I sleep in my car. Anyway, was a bit challenging, but I made it with my father. My father was finding a rent meanwhile, and we stayed in a we were lucky that time to find a decent apartment to stay. Everything was good, not really too much noisy in that apartment first time anyway. So yeah, first time I thought, oh, it's a big city, new city for me. It takes time to, you know, to just have a let's walk this way. It's a bit time to you know, get easy, familiar with the city, the places, everything. First time I was excited, you know, to see the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge. I usually have some time for myself. I enjoy a bit company for myself back then, just to explore the city and have a little time to discover this for myself. So yeah, wasn't really a thing, this struggling. But time passed in 2020, and I strongly believe, guys, that this COVID thing really messed up everything, messed up this this whole generation, not even in Sydney, but all in Australia and everything, even in America, even in America. And I'm sure you guys watch, many content creators from America, trying to have a strong opinion and honestly about what is happening over there, what crazy messed up is over there with, this thing called modern woman, because I have to tell you guys, this generation is really, it's not meant to be, it's not, my opinion is not, it's not normal as used to be. And things like, it's, I will come into this next. So what I'm saying here is that in this city, Sydney, personally, so hard to find a friend. So when COVID hits in March of 2020, I was still in that stage of exploring myself, thinking, oh, it's a big city, I will get used to, familiar with the places and things like this. I joined the English class that time at TAFE, was great. I found a beautiful teacher over there to teach in the class English, and a lot of things in that time was great. Mostly the classrooms were mostly divided by Asian people from Thailand, Vietnamese, and a bit Korean. And yeah, everything was great, a bit. But then I sensed something was not right. Something really is going on. Like, it passed like 6 or 7 months, and I found myself in this position that, I still don't have a mate or something, or someone to close by to connect with. And it was really struggling to find that sense in that time. It begins the struggling, I think in the mid of 2020. I didn't want, back then I had this channel, but I didn't want to confess too much, because I thought that, well, it's normal, like in this city still you need to adapt, but look at this, guys. It's been 5 years since I'm here. It's 2024. It's September. It's 5 years, and I'm still walking alone. I'm still finding myself alone in Sydney, in this city. And to be honest with you, I really hate it. I really hate this place when it comes to this topic. I love this place. I love Opera House. I love Harbour Bridge. In terms of appearance, I love this city. It's very beautiful. But when it comes to connections, I must say, guys, I really hate this, because I really hate this because it feels like, life doesn't make any sense. Life doesn't make any sense. It's like when you feel like you are, for example, I have 27 years old, and when you feel like it's a bit, it's 5 years, past, and you still find yourself in this position. 5 years in a big city, with, a big city, you can say a lot of opportunities you can think of, a lot of jobs, a lot of ways to find, when you think of big city, you think everything positive, a lot of options, a lot of things you can try. But I have to tell you honestly, my options is getting a bit, like exhausted in this city. And why I tell you this, because so let me start off with 2020. So when I first came here, so my first year actually being here in Sydney, so I said, everything was great. Didn't think much of it. Was just like, let's get over it. Maybe it's just my imagination, maybe, like that. And well, time passed. I mean, let's say after a year of being here, I found that something is really not right. Something is a bit, tricky with this society, like that. And after that, I found myself in a position to join some communities. I joined this Meetup app, I think in September 2020. I joined a Meetup application in Android. You can download it, and there actually you can find many events organized, of course, with people that share same interests, same hobbies, and makes you a bit, makes your hope a bit, up. But I joined this, and I have a very big disappointment, because some events there I joined, and the organizer of these events didn't, was not organized. Was just like, you just came there, you just came in that place, in a restaurant, and you have like 20 or 30 people coming. They were talking about things, everything is great, but then all is over. You go home, no contact, no phones. They look at you weird when you have a phone or something. That was back then, in 2020. Anyway, so I still, think, oh, okay, let's try something else. Let's try just like another event or something. But still, it's just like everything in my experience here, I just felt like people come and go. Not like a solid connection. Just people come and go. And I found, even I did my part. I just say, okay, would you like to connect? Would you like to talk again sometime? But then silence, I'm sorry if I'm, the light is not on my face, but it's just like, it's night here, and it's a bit dark. But I hope you understand, guys. It's a bit light here, so it's good. Anyway, yeah, so everything was up and down, come and go, and it was really frustrating. Personally, I'm a guy who likes to think positive. Many people in the comment section in some of my last videos says something like, brother or bro, don't think too much about this. You'll get over it. You will not worth it. But yeah, I sense that you are very right. What you say. It's good to sometimes to give up on this. But personally, I'm a guy who I want to think positive in life. If some negative things happen, I just want to get over it, to just have a solution for this. But you know, personally, I want to have a family. I want to have someone. I want to find that someone, even though it's impossible to find. I want to find that someone that really is for family, even in hard times. You know, I have a very much hope inside of me, even though things doesn't seem like how it is. I always like to think positive, you know, and think that everything has a solution. This is who I am, you know. This is literally who I am. So yes, being positive is good, but it's good also to share, because I feel like it needs to be exposed, this. It needs to be said, this. Because, you know, 5 years of being here in Sydney, I felt always, every day, I felt always a struggle to find someone, a connection, a meaningful connection with. Not even a relationship, not even love or true love, you know. But even a friendship, guys, even a friend or mate, someone you can, you know, get along with, you know, even trying to show you here in Sydney, even trying to have a, you know, let's say a guide tour or something like that. But in my personal experience, you know, it's just like it's struggling. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, maybe some people have different experiences, and I'm not saying everything is bad, you know, but from what I experience, I feel these things bad, because, you know, it's many things to talk about here, and, you know, I have to tell you, so struggling to find a meaningful connection. And I even had, let's talk about, you know, even the jobs. You know, I used to have a struggle with here. A job here in Sydney. I used to have a job here in security. I was a security officer back in 2021 and 2022. So I guess 2 years I worked in this kind of job, security guard. I used to work in many positions, like let's say hotel quarantine when COVID starts. I also did some airport security as well. Also some things like security guard in clubs, hospitals, and the pay was good, the wages was good. I didn't complain about wages. Wages was fairly well, but the problem is that these jobs I went to, I experienced many harassment and bullies back from the co-workers I've been to. And believe me, every job position, I was in 4 companies, 4 security companies. I didn't want to get the name because I don't want to get much attention from this, so I'm not giving names. But I went to 4 security companies in Sydney. I just, security, I recommended from a father's friend. So my father's friend recommended me to work this job in Sydney some time ago. And I took it. I thought that was good. I thought that everything was great. Then each company of these four fired me for no reason, if you believe that. Just, nothing wrong. I always felt, because I did, I had a license security, I had some qualification course in security operations, and I learned well. I know how it's like, to be a security officer, like reporting and things like that. And they give you a radio and some sort of reporting platform, and I did very well in those jobs. But just like, they fire me for no reason, and I know that reason. Even my father told me this reason. They have, like, only, like, how it says when you open a business, and when you involve your family in the business, becomes a bit toxic, that environment, and appears very much this is toxic, very much disturbances, and it's not good. So yeah, I think this is the reason, why I got fired, even though I still don't know. And beside of that, a lot of harassment, a lot of bullies I endured from these coworkers, and for no reason. And anyway, always, this struggling was also to find a good, decent job here in Sydney. But I'm still looking, Maybe I find something good. Who knows? Anyway, but it's just sharing this struggling, Also, it's like I said, even relationships, guys. Now let's talk about relationships. About my story of struggling to find a relationship here in Sydney. So friendships, about friendship and relationships. Let's start with this one a bit more in detail. So, as I said, this kind of job, when I got these jobs in security, it happened in 2021 and 2022. That time I didn't have much time for relationships, so I kind of give up, so I focus more on the work. Anyway, when I got fired in 2023, I start again to put myself out there, and same like 2020, to join meetup events and some sort of same like I did in 2020. And fortunately, I can say, not unfortunately, fortunately, I found a meetup event last year in December of 2023. I found a meetup event with a good reputation, let's say, called Aloha. I want to give this name because I want to tell you, I don't want to get this, bad exposure, but I just want to say my experience, and things like this, just sharing. So I went to this meetup event. Was great, everything was great. I didn't have any doubts. I thought that this was perfect, young people, same like me, age 26 to 29, which was great. So I joined there, and I thought that it was like a party or something, every Friday and Saturday. So I was a bit amazed by myself, because I tried, me, even though I'm a bit I'm a bit introvert person, but at least that event helped me to get my my extrovert side a bit more. And just like means like talking and break the ice and talking to many people, and it was great. Everything was great, and I even managed to get some phone numbers in that event, in that meeting. But everything was great at the beginning, but then the problems comes, the downside comes. I was shocked when a Korean girl accepted my call, and we talked, and even accept a meeting. She mentioned she didn't have any. She is single. I questioned her if she is single, so she said yes. We talked. We met in a pub or a restaurant. We had very interesting topics. We talked for, let's say, 3 hours, if you imagine. I was really amazed, because I thought that I was lucky. I finally find a person here, a friend in Sydney. Anyway, so I talked to this person for like, let's say, 3 hours, 4 hours, and everything was great. We talked about topics, we talked about life, what is happening in this world. It was a very inspiring and mature conversation. And when she says she had to go home, I joined her. I lead her to the train station, because she was traveling by train. And when I got home, I texted her back, says, "Are you arrived home safely?" She said yes. Then you won't believe what happened next. The next day, I tried to message her, "Good morning, how are you?" She said, "Fine, good morning too." And the moment when I asked her, "Do you want to meet again, to find another place to to meet, to walk in Sydney and enjoy this city together?" Then he sent me immediately. He sent me let's say an aggressive message, saying that, "Oh, you are so weird. Like, why you guys always, referring to general? Why you guys always inviting girls out of nowhere? Referring to general. Stop talking to me, and just block my number." I was, shocked. I didn't thought that she could say that to me, and even block my number. Remember. Anyway, so I tried to pass over this. I thought that maybe she was like let's say a modern woman who likes to play games with an average man, and I said, okay, let's just let's pass over it. So I just try to find something new. Same in this event, Aloha. So I just joined there many times, and you know, I even took some other phone numbers after that is this was requested was. So what happened, so I just talked to them. I say, and I talked to a top, even to my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, you know, you want to subscribe, things like that. And first of all, I was talking about a topic, about what is, do you like here, you know, how long you've been here in Sydney for, and things like this. Let's get a bit of walk now, so you can enjoy a bit while I'm talking. So yeah, I had this little bit of talk. So I said, oh, do you like Sydney? Do you like the weather, the climate, things like that? And after, you know, the conversation seems like going the right direction, I asked her, I recommend her, and this happens, I talk to many people, same like this. And I said, oh, I have a YouTube channel. I have these hobbies, I have this passion. You know, I present Sydney. You know, maybe you can have a, maybe you can, it helps you to have a guide here, you know. You want to watch? She said yes. I gave her my I said to her, do you have a contact? Maybe I can send you a link to my channel and you can watch. She said yes, okay. She gave me her phone number, you know, even though you know, giving a phone number, you know, is a bit like you need to convince, you know, a lot more, you know. But suddenly she gives me, you know, I was surprised, you know. I was not like, you know, give me your phone number, give me your phone number. After a long conversation, you know, I stayed there for like 6 hours. That event was like 6 hours long. So I had time to talk to many people, you know, each one. And after this long conversation, she gave me her phone number at my simple, you know, indirect request, you know. So I was happy about it, you know. And keep in mind, I did this to many people, you know, like this long conversation, and it was good. And after that, you know, no one knows between each other what was happening in my side. So keep in mind this. So everyone was individual. Every event was individuals, you know. Every happening was individual. So the next day, when I try to, you know, when I try to reach to them, same individual, believe me, some of them says hi, okay, hi, hello. And when I asked, when I said, oh, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy did you enjoy the event last night? And she said yes. And typical, when you ask, would you like to hang out sometime, you know, nothing, ghosting, just pure ghosting. And remember, individual, Not everyone knows each other about what I was doing. And that happens many times, many times. Last time when I joined this, it was shocking, 13 phone numbers I managed to receive. 13 phone numbers. Was just like, same individual, even two mates, two boys, who happen to be a mate here, things like that. None of them, just none of them respond. I said to them, hi, hello, nothing. 13 contact numbers. It's just, sometimes it's just beyond me. It's really beyond me what is happening. And I really felt, after this, this event of 13 phone numbers and none of them, including two boys, none of them respond. I strongly feel that something is really happening in this society. Something is really happening in this city, in Sydney. Something wrong is happening in this society. And remember, I think it's even worse, it was Asian people, it was not Australian woman. It was Asian people, yes. Guys, you feel like Asian people is, is good, you can have a good talking, you can have a good, experience in, trying to find an Asian girl to talk to, but only Asian and nothing, just ghosting. And with that being said, with this, keep in mind that I will have to talk about another topic, separate about a topic in my inspiration called why Asian woman is changing their behavior while she came, or they came to a Western country, America or Australia. In my experience, not all of them, just in my experience, from my experience. So anyway, this is just my experience, guys. This is just my my view of things. I'm not saying, I repeat, I'm not saying all. Not everyone is like this, but some people I encounter is just like this. It's purely like this, honestly like this, and the facts speak from themselves. From what I share here and from what I feel about this place, this city. It's a nice place, it's a nice city, when you walk to Opera House, when you walk through Harbour Bridge. It's a very good city in design and it's good, but just believe me, guys, if you are here, from what I experience, it's really hard to find. It's just really hard to find someone that lasts. You can easily find, you can easily find someone that just come and go for just one night going somewhere. It's very easily, but when it comes to to someone that might actually last, might actually go through everything just to stay with you, it's really rare. It's really rare. And I must say, watching many videos, from America, from United States, I must say that Sydney is, it's nothing new. It's same like United States, same like America. Hard to find someone here. Hard to find someone that lasts long, that, you know, a friend that can walk with, you know, even a friend that can walk with you and, you know, talk with you at the coffee, at a restaurant, and have you, you know, keep your mind a bit healthy, you know, talking, sharing some stories with a friend. Doesn't matter, might be a boy or a girl, you know, a mate or something, just a friend. But I strongly feel that it's so hard to find in this city a friend that lasts. You know, like I always experience, guys, you know, I always experience people in these 5 years coming here. I always experience people coming in your life. It's just like they come in your life, just, you know, maybe a few hours then left. But let's say if they even come into your life and it's a bit meaningful, let's say not last more than 2 days, even 1 day, more than 2 days, let's say 2 days, and then disappear. From what I experience, you know, from what I feel being here, living in this city, I still feel that it's a hope. I still feel that, you know, we live in these times, hard times, you know, like we always know, you know, hard to find someone. And I'm telling you, you know, I must say, you know, it's same like America, it's same like United States. It's nothing new. It's same table. It's same design like United States when it comes to connections, friendship, and relationships. And, you know, you guys, you know, you might actually think, what is the cause of all of this, you know? I think you guys know already, you know, and I must say, this thing called modern woman nowadays, you know, woman that is, you know, not being designed to make happy a man, to make happy to just, you know, to just make happy a man and make a family with a man, bring a man a happy family with, and stay with the man. It's just like, you know, I think I might have a part 2 of this video because it's already an hour, and I want to, you know, to just clarify this more. So thank you guys for watching. I will continue this in part 2.